Hey everybody, this is Jeff Banks. I am at my studio. I'm by myself today. The lovely Miss Tina is out, so I decided to go ahead and do this spiritual. Uh, we tackle spiritual things on Wednesday, so I didn't have her with me. I was going to go ahead and just do this. Are you ready? Ready. I know this is a weird title. It's called the slow nullification of having more than enough. Now, my word for this year is abundance. And abundance for me is having more than enough in all areas. More than enough in my finances, more than enough food, more than enough just life, just living life. I want to live more than enough. And I know that's a weird title, and that's what I came up with for Wednesday. So, and this is not the slow nullification of like numbing yourself down to dumbness, but it's going to have a spiritual sense and a positive outlook. So let's get started. I know that you probably never tried to boil a frog before, but if you had a pot of boiling hot water and you try to throw that frog in there, it's not gonna stay. It's not gonna just sit in there and relax and just die. Nope, it's gonna jump right out. Now, what people do is when they boil frogs is they have it at a nice temperature. Not hot, not cold. And the frog kind of does its frog thing in it, right? And as it's swimming around or it's just sitting there looking around, you turn it up just a little bit and it adjusts itself. If I'm not mistaken, they're cold-blooded. And you warm it up a little bit more, till next thing you know, bubbles are going everywhere and that thing is dead. Just raising it just enough slowly nullifies the senses. It's becoming unaware of the things around it. The things that the temperature is becoming normal. You raise a little bit more, and then it's normal. Then you raise a little bit more, and then it's normal. And then soon after, the norm is killing you. I was thinking about this on a spiritual sense. If you look back, I remember back in the day in Living Color, when that was out, that was the first time I heard curse words on TV. And I was I'm like, ooh, they said, ooh. And now a rated PG-13 movie it's just like a rated R movie back then. You can say anything, do anything you want to on a PG-13. And like I said, it's more of a slow nullification of the senses, desensitizing the moral standards. And I'm not preaching at anybody. As a matter of fact, let's go on a positive note. This it works the same way on the positive side. You can have everyday commonplace miracles happening in your life. Hearing God can be the same thing as you just talking on to anybody else. But what has to happen is you gotta be immersed in the environment. Just like that frog was immersed in the water, you gotta immerse yourself into the environment that you want. Now, it's not going to just happen overnight, but if I pray and I hear God one time, and then I pray again, I don't hear, pray again, don't hear, pray again, don't hear, and then I pray again and hear, and I get more accustomed to that voice, pretty soon, every time you pray, you hear. Or just like miracles happening in your life. Every time something happens, miracles happen in your life and it becomes commonplace. So here's the thing, before it gets too loud in here. We can make things happen on a daily basis. What we do is we fully immerse ourselves into that environment that we want. That's the first step, right? Then the next thing you want to do is little by little become accustomed to it. Because if you just immerse yourself, if I just go to Japan right now, I'm not going to immediately start speaking Japanese. I can guarantee you, if you took me and dropped me right off at Puerto Rico or in the middle of Mexico, I'm not going to just start speaking Spanish. I might pick up a few things, but just like I'm saying, little by little, I won't be there long, but right away that night, I don't think I'll be fluent. But if I'm working at it little by little, if I'm practicing and I have people talking to me and people showing me things and doing this and doing that, same spiritually, if I'm trying to walk with God and God is showing me things, doing this and doing that, pretty soon it's commonplace. Everything that I do is going to be happening that same way, in that same order, just like little by little. So that last thing, keeping that mindset before you that you are going to get it. Now, that what you think about becomes your reality. You are what you think about the most. So if your mindset is hearing from God and you're always listening, I guarantee you that He's not going to just hide. A lot of times, I always teach this to the kids that God is always talking to us. We haven't attuned ourselves to it. It's just like having a radio. There's radio waves going on all over the place. All kind of frequencies going on. But when you have that radio and you turn the frequency to a certain channel, you get a certain station. Now, all the other ones still exist, even though you don't have it turned on to what you want to listen to. So if you get in my car right now and it's on a Christian station, but you want to hear rock, what you're going to have to do is turn it to rock. You're going to have to try to find a rock station. And it's not going to just magically create itself. It's already there. It's just haven't been tuned into it. So as soon as you turn the dial and you tune into it, it's there. I never really had to create it. I didn't have to go out and get a band to play for my radio. I didn't have to work real hard to get that thing to happen. But I did have to have the know-how, and I did have to have the mindset that that's what I wanted to listen to. And a lot of times, to find the right station, little by little, sometimes you have to go, if you hit seek, it'll say, and you go past 1 million stations. And one of those, or two of those, or 50 of those might have been the ones that you wanted to listen to. But as I was saying, for abundance, this is what you need. Have that mindset that you have abundance. And not only that, that little by little part is being grateful for all the little things. God does so much for you, so much for me. He just keeps giving and keeps giving and keeps giving. If I don't ever take time to really appreciate the things that's given to me, A lot of times it'll get taken away by somebody else, or something will happen to it. I'll waste it. I'll throw it away. But if I have little by little, just thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for this, you'll pretty soon you notice that you can't thank enough. Oh, man, I got this. Man, I got this going on. I got this. I got these books. I haven't even read all of them. Read most of them. And I hadn't read that one yet. And it's signed. Thank you for that. And you just go around doing that all the time. Guess what? You have more than enough. You already are living in abundance, even though you don't feel like you are. And a lot of times that's not really the case. We are living in abundance, but we're not grateful for the things that we have. So the things that we want, we don't have yet. And even if we did get them, you'll notice, hey, that didn't matter too much. Well, I just keep trying for something else. And we keep trying. But remember, everything starts from the inside out. That gratefulness is on the inside. The abundance is really going to be coming from the inside. It's a mindset thing.